I mentioned to you earlier in the semester that part of the curriculum for business law is going to be some career preparation, and that week has arrived. You don't have any law content this week. You do not have any quizzes due. You don't have any assignments due this week. That is so that you can go ahead and get started on all this. This is a semester-long assignment, and we're going to go through it in pretty good detail here in a second. But I want you to use this week to go ahead and jump into this assignment. Some of it's due in October, some of it's due in November, but it does involve you making some appointments with the Career Center, which we'll go into a little more detail, but the sooner you do that, the better. If you wait till the end of the semester, they may run out of availability, and if that happens, I can't help you with that. So you got a good 6 to 8 weeks, 10 weeks here to get all that done. All right, if you pulled up the assignment, everybody pull it up. I want to give you an overview of it before we kind of get into specifics. So what I'm requiring of you from this assignment is to do several things. The first is to create a handshake profile. Anybody not have a handshake profile yet? It's fine if you don't. Everyone does? That is fantastic news. Miss Dawson may need one, all right? So you're going to do that. And Laurie's going to tell you all about Handshake and all of the features that it has, all of the resources that it has available to you. But you are going to need to be able to, for this assignment, show me that you have a profile and that you have populated your profile. Not just that you have a login, but that you filled out your school, your experience, all the things it asks for, that you've uploaded your resume to it, that kind of thing. All right, similarly, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a profile that you need to have and you need to have updated. So somebody was telling me in the earlier class, well, I created a LinkedIn profile when I was a freshman at a different school. It needs to be updated. It needs to say, my name is Tom Tebow. I am a junior at CSU in the fall of 2025. My expected graduation date is May of 2027 with a degree in finance. So I need you to populate everything on there. You'll be screenshotting this and putting it in the Dropbox to show me you've done it. That's part 2 of this. Part 3 is what's next on there?
Interview prep.
Oh, interview prep. So the Center for Career Design has created a worksheet for you that will help you think through your answers to certain questions. It will prepare you for what to expect. And I want you to turn that into me handwritten. No AI on that. I want you to write all your answers on that. It's the type of thing that if you take your time and you think through it very well, you'll be prepared for an interview. It's really good prep. The next thing on there is what? Resume?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to talk a ton about that. And I will tell you that I learned in the 930 class some stuff that scares the Jesus out of me. You can't just, like back in my day, you had a resume, you put some stuff on it, you used it for whatever job you wanted to, right? Nowadays, you got AI reviewing your resume and screening you out before it even gets to a person. And apparently, as Ms. Aiken taught me already this morning, there's something called you need to target your resume to the job you're applying for. So all that is terrifying. They're going to tell you that it's really not, that it's pretty easy with the resources that they have vetted and purchased and made available to you. It's really cool how you can do it. So you'll see that. I do want you to do a resume through this program. If you already have a resume, that's fine. You still need to let JobScan review it for you. And again, we're going to talk a lot about that. I just want to give you an overview of what's required of you before we kind of get into the nitty-gritty details. I also want you to take that resume once JobScan has gone over it and you've made whatever improvements or suggestions that it recommends. I want you to make an appointment at the Career Center with a human being to review your resume with you. And you're going to get from that not just a good review of your resume, but I saw in my 930 class how just sitting down with somebody who's an expert in this area, they can tell you not only whether your resume is good or not, but they can tell by what you are looking to do, they can give you 2 or 3 pieces of advice right off the bat. Have you thought about minoring in this? We get requests for internships in this area every day. Here's where you need to go be looking. It's invaluable. So you're gonna make an appointment with the Career Center to have them review your resume. And then the last part of this is that you're gonna go through a practice interview with somebody in the Career Center before the end of the semester. So in sequencing this, you need to do your resume. I know the resume is not due till toward the end, but I need you to go ahead and get started on that. Your interview will go better if your resume is already done. That'll flow much better and you'll get more out of it. So you'll need to make an appointment through Handshake with the Career Center for your practice interview. There is a career fair next Tuesday from 11 to 2. Am I right about that? We're going to talk more about that. I highly encourage you to go to that. I will give extra credit points to anybody who goes to it and then comes up after class next week or the next and talks to me about it. And if I can tell from our conversation that you actually went and did it, then I'll give you extra credit points. You need to be going to it whether or not you're getting points anyway. Even you folks who already have jobs or you think you already know what you want to do, it's valuable to walk around. I think we're going to have 50 employees. I mean, a bunch of employers, you need to at least walk the floor and see who's here. If you don't know what you want to do, you still need to go and walk through and see who's here. See what's out there and explore it. So Teresa and Maury have some great tips on the career fair that they're going to get. I will have a list of things that I want to tell you that I forgot to tell you already by the end of the class, so we'll circle back. But I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Aiken and Ms. Donahoe at this point and let them talk to you about the Career Center. While Ms. Aiken's making her way up here, I will tell you that they have revamped the Career Center, the website, the resources. She's going to tell you about some exciting new things that they've purchased. It is tremendous. I've watched the evolution of this from what it was to what it is now, and this is first class for y'all. It is, I cannot recommend it enough to you. So, Ms. Aiken is an alumni of Turner College of Business, and you may recognize her from working here for 5 or 6 years, I think, before she went over to the Career Center last year. So y'all have to welcome Ms. Aiken.
I saw you in my last class. Down with Dr. Shi, right? This is a little different though, yeah. So I'm Laurie Aiken. I did go to school here, and I feel like y'all are in the best college at CSU, just saying. I studied marketing, and I thought I was going to be an accountant. I will say that till my junior year, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't think I do that all the time because it was kind of when computers were just starting. But I studied marketing and PR, and then worked in the pharmaceutical world for years with Merck, and decided to come back and like work with the next generation of students when I became an empty nester, because I love youth, I love young people, keep everybody else young, and y'all have such a cool journey ahead of all of y'all. So that's why I'm here. And Teresa, I think your story is similar, because you're back with you.
I am back, but my background is not business.
Yep.
I actually have an undergraduate in psychology and a graduate degree in counseling and personnel services. And so a lot of my positions over the years have been in human services. I did social work, and then I was a military spouse for over 28 years. So I lived all over our country and the world, traveling with my family. And then we ended up here where my husband retired. So that's how I made the transition back here. And like Lori, my kids are almost all out of the house. One's graduated college, one's a junior in college, and the other one's a senior in high school. So as I'm looking to fill my time, it seemed like a perfect population to be working with students that are my children's age. And again, like Lori said, the future of our nation. So
Yep. So it's good. Y'all are in very good hands here at Turner College. I'll tell you that. Some of our fantastic professors fantastic opportunities, a lot of alumni who really care about connecting back with y'all because they're out doing things that you may be doing soon, and they're willing to talk with y'all in the future about that. So they're there to reach out, just like I hope you all will be one day when you all graduate, be willing to put that hand down and pull the next generation up with y'all. But the Career Center is in Schuster Center. Who's been to the Career Center here before? Okay, a few of y'all. So it's like the best known kept secret around campus, but it has been totally revamped, and we've put a lot of money into bringing everything up to date to the 21st century to help y'all. So everything we've done is for our students to find internships, jobs, and to get connected with companies that can hire them. That's the whole purpose of it. I'm gonna be in your way a little bit. No, you're fine. I think I can just, oh, no, I just need this. I'm sorry. Let's see, let's go there. This is just, our desire is to help you get hired. That's the main thing that's saying. We do have 8 career coaches, and we have 8 peer career coaches. So we have students who work with us also who are happy to meet with y'all. And if anybody in here wants a job in the future, is interested in HR especially, or anything business, we would love to hire you, because we train our students to help do some of the appointments that are not as complicated, that are like pretty much straight up. So we have those for y'all. And then we also have career coaches. We're all being trained. We're all upskilling at our ages and being trained in how to be a better career coach for students. So we're going through that process right now. The Virtual Career Center, this is on your website, and you all have access to this. You can pull it up on your cell phone or on your computer, but on this website is pretty much all the tools that you need to do things. So when you get here, you can literally sign into Handshake on here. If you have trouble signing into Handshake, please let us know. We want to make sure you have an account, because Handshake is one of your greatest tools, and I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. But it also has any upcoming events, like the career fair that's coming on Tuesday. There are also other career fairs for almost every department. And for instance, we have a career fair that's going to be for College of Art. So some of you marketing students may be interested in going to that one, because they're usually looking for marketers and graphic design artists. We also have a career fair for the medical field, but hospitals need accountants, they need finance, they need business, they need I feel like business is everywhere, business is everything. So you could go to the other career fairs and also get a lot out of those too. They're not limited to anybody. So if you want to go to a bunch, get a lot of networking opportunities with different companies. And we have one that is for, and this is a great one too, it's like FBI, GBI, the police, the criminal systems, everything that you can think of that has to do with social services, I guess. Yeah, what exactly is that?
Law enforcement, public safety.
There you go. She knows. Judicial, all of those things. We have a career fair for that. It's fantastic also. I don't know if it's on when I took this picture, but it is on the front of the page. So I would say any of those are fantastic opportunities for y'all. When you get on the website, there is the people we serve. So there's alumni, there's students, there's faculty, and there's also businesses, because they get on this website and connect with us too. There's How Do I, and all the things that are How Do I are over there. No, they're not over there, but it's how do I create a resume? How do I network? How do I create a LinkedIn account? How do I create a job scan opportunity? All the different things you can click on. It's a drop-down box of about 9 things that will give you access to lots of tools on each one. One of those, well, I'm going to get there. There's hundreds of jobs on our website too, like hundreds of jobs and hundreds of internships and learning opportunities. So all of those things are there, and we would love for you to make use of this. Who's ever searched for an internship or a job on Handshake? Anybody? Did you have any luck? No? Okay, and I think I know why. Was it recently?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Did you apply for it? So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I think that Handshake is designed for college students and recent alumni. It is 1.5 million companies that said we want to hire college students or people who recently graduated who have 0 to 5 years experience. So they are looking for y'all, like you are their people. And all of the schools in the USG, so every school that's in Georgia, we're on Handshake. And there are some schools outside of Georgia on Handshake too. But all of the employers know this is where college students go to look for jobs. That's what they think. So if you're not doing this, start doing this, because there's hundreds of jobs. We get about 800 jobs a week looking for CSU students that are posted onto Handshake. 800 a week, y'all. That's a tremendous amount of jobs. There are over 1 million jobs and over 1 million employers. So this is where you want to look. There's 76,000 employers, it says, who are looking just for CSU students. That's a massive amount. That was last time I looked. Every student has an account. Like y'all said, I think only one person's not on, but we'll help you with that. Every alumni also has an account. And you can search for jobs and apply for them. You can also register for internships. We have an internship little workshop. I think it's every Wednesday or every other Wednesday. It's on the front of our website where you can sign up. But if you're interested in doing an internship, you can come and learn how to get an internship for academic credit, and we will also help you search for internships in your field. I have been over there about a year. I have people calling me daily looking for people to hire, looking for y'all. So we need y'all to come if you're interested in getting a job or internship. And I say an internship is one of the best things you can put on your resume outside of a classroom project. Those two things that are showing that you are already doing what you're interested in doing when you graduate. It's more competitive than it used to be, and I think that's important. Okay, so JobScan. So the old way of doing a resume is you wrote a resume and then you sent it into a company or you handed it to somebody and then maybe you got an interview, right? Well, when I moved over to the Career Center, I was like, how many people are getting callbacks from the resumes that y'all are putting in? And there were like 6 students working there who'd been working there for 3 years, and they said, we don't get callbacks. And I'm like, what in the world? Y'all are just applying for jobs and nothing's coming back. So we started researching, and we found out that 96% of all companies use something called an applicant tracking system. And there's 7 different applicant tracking systems that are used. So if you apply for a job, say like an Aflac, a TSYS, or a Robinson Grimes, or wherever you're applying, bigger companies have HR departments, but they don't necessarily look at all the applications. What happens is they go through this applicant tracking system. It's totally done by AI. There's no emotion, there's no feelings about any of it. So it pulls up your resume, and it pulls up the job description, and it lays them on top of each other, and it counts how many things match. That's it. And so you may be the best applicant for a position, but because your resume did not match that job description in the way that that specific applicant tracking system wanted you to match it, your resume will be in the bottom. So if you're applying for a big company and you're competing against 2,000 applicants, or you're applying for a more local company and you're competing against 200 applicants, your application, if it's not getting through that applicant tracking system, will probably never see someone's eyes. It'll just be, you're on the bottom. They'll start usually with the top 50, and those people will get interviewed. If they hire out of that 50, they don't go down. So we found this was a problem, and we were able to get a premium account of JobScan for every CSU student and every CSU alumni who wanted one. And I think it was over $20,000. But y'all have this now, so make use of it. And we can help you with this, and I can show you on your computers where to get to this. And it's pretty easy. You can upload a current resume. Who has a resume already? So you can upload a current resume in certain forms. It doesn't work very well, but you can cut and paste everything into their form. And it's super easy. It does the font for you. It does the spelling for you. It puts everything in the right place. There's 7 different ones you can choose from once you're on there. I would choose the professional student unless you have at least 5 or more years in your field of what you're looking for, because your education is probably going to be the top part of your resume right now. But once you've been working for a while, that will eventually go to the bottom, and it'll be more your experience. But if you don't have experience that outweighs your education, then your education needs to go at the top. And we can help with all of that in the Career Center, okay? But I say, get on JobScan. It only takes a few minutes. It's crazy just to pop it all in there. And then pull over to, but go back to the main website, and I'll show you where you can pull up some job descriptions in your field that are already being fed into our website. and put them in there and see what your score is. Don't feel bad, your score is probably gonna be pretty low in the beginning because they check everything, and it may say something like, the job application said business analytics and you didn't put that in yours. It said communication skills and you didn't put that in yours. It'll give you everything with checks, either you have it in green or you don't have it in a red X, and you just have to start filling it in, and then it will give you a score, and what you want is a 75% or above. That way you'll probably get an interview. But if it's lower, you probably won't, okay? But we can help you with that. You can play with that on your own. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I have all kinds of videos with it too, like 3-minute videos to help you get through it that are on the website. Let's see. It also acts as a storage for you. So you'll have a whole filing system. It says, here's my resumes, here's the ones, what are you studying? What are you thinking about becoming? Don't know yet? Anybody have a degree they're kind of set on in here yet? Okay.
I'm going into marketing, graphic design.
Okay, so you may have one degree, you may have one resume that's focused more towards like a marketing department within a company, and you may have one that's more specialized into graphic design, whether it's for a creative company or for a large company, and you can have different resumes all saved in there, and that way when you see a job you want to apply for, you just choose the one that you think is most likely linked, and you don't have to make as much changes. But it is important in today's society to focus your resume to the jobs you're applying for. It's very important at this point to make sure you get the interview, because the resume is only to get the interview. Y'all know that. It's not everything. You don't put stuff that doesn't matter. You don't have to have every job on there, but we'll help you with all that if you come see us in the Career Center. We have a professional photo booth, another very large expense. I think it was over $25,000 or something crazy. But y'all, this is fabulous. You can come over. You can use it any time of the day. I think we're 8 to 5. There's no appointment needed. You just drop in, bring your phone. You can sit down. It helps you pose correctly to make you look your best. And then it sends you the pictures that you take. I think you get like 8 pictures, maybe 6 or 8 pictures. You can change the background. It just goes straight to your cell phone. There's no middle person. And then you do with them what you want. But this is perfect for your LinkedIn account and your Handshake account. And if you just need a professional picture for anything else, it's nice. We do the resume reviews and interview prepping. You can make appointments with us through Handshake. If you have any trouble, email me. My name is Laurie Aiken, and I am on the website of the Career Center. Just email one of us and we'll help you. But you can prepare for upcoming mock interviews, or if you know you have an interview with someone, we will help get some questions specific to that program, and we will help you get through the interview process to where you're comfortable for when you go. We will also, if you want specialized help from an academic coach who's in your area, we have academic coaches who are specific to each area. Kate Vogel is the one who is specific to Turner College, and I can help with Turner College, but there are others for other areas too. So all that's available to y'all. Networking, career fairs, and mock interviews. These are things that we do. So we have the career fair next Tuesday. I say come and at least talk to one person. Even if you are feeling like, I don't want to do that right now, just get dressed up a little bit and come and just see what it all feels like. But this is the best opportunity for you to look for jobs, look for internships, to look for opportunities, to meet people who are doing what you possibly want to do, are working in organizations that you want to be a part of, and asking them, what do they recommend for you? That you're studying marketing and graphic design, and they're working maybe at Communicorp, which is a company that does that for, I think it's Aflac, it's a subsidiary, or maybe it's for Aflac. How I'm here, I'm a junior, and this is what I'm studying. What's the best advice you have for me to one day step in your shoes? I mean, I think that people love to help younger people. They really do. They're coming here because they have openings, or they have future openings. They believe in the students at CSU. It is a business and computer science job fair, career fair, and they're coming to meet y'all. So come, okay? They want to meet you. And then anything you can do on campus that has to do with your field. If you are, how many of y'all are in a club that's associated with Turner College? Okay, what are y'all in?
The Student Finance Association.
Good, yeah.
Oh, marketing board.
Yeah, and what are some things that have come out of those clubs for y'all?
Usually when we order
Yeah, so that's awesome. That's networking. That's somebody who might can hire you one day. There's clubs for every major pretty much in Turner College. So join the clubs. I mean, they have lunches, they do trips. I think one goes to Wall Street some during the summer. That might be the finance club. There's great opportunities for you if you join the Turner College clubs. They have professors who help with them. They bring in alumni. They bring in hiring managers. They sometimes do mock interview events. It's just a great opportunity for you to start building your network while you're in college, so people are thinking about you when they have jobs that come open. So I have people calling me every day looking for Turner College students. I need a finance person, I need a marketing person, I need a project manager person. It's every day we're getting calls. We encourage them and we push them to get on Handshake the same way that we push y'all to. We're like, this is how our students find out about your jobs. And so we have to walk them through that. And then we encourage them to make connections with y'all, to come onto campus, to come to our career fairs, to go to the club meetings. Like, we're pushing them all the time because we want them to hire y'all. We want them to engage with y'all. So we want y'all to be a part of that too. Anybody have any questions about any of that yet? Let's see. We have a career closet. If you need a suit, you need something to wear to the career fair, we have clothes. So you can come over, you can get one free outfit per semester. They're donated, so it's an assortment of things, but they're all pretty nice. So you are welcome to that. So that's the most questions that I have about that. But I want to show y'all, if you have a computer or a cell phone, can you open it up to CSU's website? And I'm going to show y'all a couple of things real quick. You can get to the Career Center website through your MyCSU account, or you can get to it from the front page by clicking the academics little code at the top, and then go to Center for Career Design. If you go on your MyCSU account, there's a green box, I think. If you go down a little bit scroll down right there, under Wellbeing at Columbus State University, see that green career box to the left? Yeah, it says career. It looks like a little briefcase. You can choose either one of those to get on. Once you're on the website, this is a 24/7 tool that you can do lots of things with. One thing is you can sign into Handshake here. And you can also personalize your content on Handshake, which is important. On Handshake, it's like LinkedIn. You can put your name, your degree, you can add a resume if you want to. You can add a little tagline about, I'm a third-year college student studying marketing and interested in working for whatever type of company in certain areas. And then you'll get recruiters who look at that. Handshake, once you do that on Handshake, you can say, I'll take an email once a week, and you'll actually have recruiters reaching out to you to meet with them, to talk with them from a lot of different companies, because they're actively recruiting students. Under here, you can look at How Do I, and it has how do I apply for a job, how do I attend a career fair, create a resume cover letter. These are all the different things that you can, once you go on the website, that you can do. You can go into Explore Career Paths. Y'all are all going to be business and financial services, I believe. Doesn't mean you can't work in some of the other areas, but this is kind of what most of y'all are studying. And once you click on that link, as you go down, there's the career fair coming up, you can see different job opportunities or different types of jobs within the degrees that you're studying. Those are just things that you can use as you're creating your LinkedIn and your Handshake account. But you can also go down to the bottom, and there is a Gain Experience session, which has about 2-hour or 4-hour opportunities to learn more about different fields that you're studying, and there's tons of those in there. But there's also this section called Featured Jobs. These are jobs that are being piped in here from Handshake, and there's hundreds of jobs. So according to what you're looking for, you can apply right here for tons of jobs that are going to fall somewhere. And these are all, remember, 0 to 5 years experience, But these are all tons of jobs within y'all's within y'all's career path. And outside of that part, there is also internships underneath that. So internships that are currently in JobScan. Currently in Handshake. So great opportunities to look for things. Now, I also have companies that call me who are not on Handshake, and maybe they're working to get on Handshake. There's a vetting process that's involved because it's through USG, and we want to make sure nobody's taking advantage of students. So I have other opportunities that I know of that are available that I'm working with. One example is right now, I met with ACLAC last week. They're going to hire 20 students starting this summer. For the summer, they're going to work 40 hours a week, and then they want them to work with them for 2 years. The first year, 20 hours a week, they get $1,700 a month. The second year, they get, I think, $2,000 a month. And at the end of those 2 years, they have a job. They're going to go ahead and start training them. They get some benefits, not all benefits. But the cool thing about it is the job is like you have to reach out to so many people. And if you get the whole job done in 2 days, then you're done for the week. So it's like here's what you have to do. So it's completely flexible. It just has to be done from 6 a.m. on Monday by midnight on Saturday. And you can work your hours however you want to, but you have to get it done by midnight. So it's according to how fast you do it, it's according to when your classes are, but you can totally work around it. So that's not on jobs, that's not on Handshake yet. I don't know if that'll go there, but I have opportunities like that that are available too, that if you want something, you come see us and we'll help you get them. There's some opportunities at Fort Benning right now that if you're willing to do some business analytic type things, they need people and we'll take them at any point. And that's an unpaid internship, but we have gotten money from a donor who's going to pay for students to do that. So we're working on as many opportunities as we can to make sure that while you're in college, you are going ahead and doing the things that you're interested in doing when you graduate, so that your resume and your knowledge is beefed up so you're competitive when you leave CSU. And we want to help you do it. That's our job. Okay? All right?
All right, so let's do this. One of the, Teresa brought this up in the 9:30 class,
Yeah.
that when you go to the career fair, you need to be prepared to walk up to the table and say, I'm Tom Tebow, I'm a junior at CSU, I'm a finance major, and I'm interested in working in the accounting field. Looking them in the eye and saying that, all right? So we're gonna kind of do a version of that right now. For Laurie's benefit and for all of our benefit, I want you to tell me who you are, what year you are, and what you're interested in doing career-wise. So we're gonna start over here with Devon.
Hello, my name is David Peterson. Hello, my name is David Peterson. I'm a junior at Columbus State. I'm an accounting major, and I'm interested in working in accounting.
All right, have you done any accounting work yet? All right.
Well, we can definitely find out.
We're good. She calls every day needing accounting people, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Drew.
My name is Drew Ashton. I'm a junior here at CSU, and my major is general business, so I'm looking for anything that's available from you guys.
Yeah.
What kind of experience you got?
Right now, I'm working here on campus in the parking services, so that's the only job experience.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Do you have a certain kind of business you're interested in, or?
I'm pretty good at most things I do, so there's not really a certain field I'm really like pointing to yet, but I'm looking though.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
My name is Samara Felton. I'm a junior at CSU. I'm a general business major, and I'm more interested in the business analytics side of
There you go.
Yeah.
You got a lead already this morning.
Yep.
Ms. Upshaw.
My name is Victoria Upshot. I am a sophomore here at Columbus State University. I am a business major, but I'm also looking to be an executive chef and a real estate agent.
Excellent.
Did you say a chef and a real estate, or you said real estate? Oh, chef. Okay, awesome. Yeah.
Both.
Both.
I like that.
Awesome. Yep.
Let me say before we keep going, if your answer is I don't know what I want to do,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Sure.
That is more than fine.
Yeah.
And even those of you who think you know what you want to do, your plans are going to change. But I applaud you for knowing what direction you want to go. But don't anybody feel funny about saying, I'm really not sure. Jess.
I'm Jay Parker. I'm a junior here at CSU. I'm a management major, and I'm gonna go into the human resources school.
All right, and your experience is what?
I work at Chick-fil-A as a manager right now.
As a manager. All right,
Awesome.
gotta highlight that,
I
right?
want to write part.
Okay, I was
Where?
there.
We actually have 4 Bradley Park Chick-fil-A.
Oh, wow,
I think
yeah,
so.
that's awesome.
All right, Austin.
I'm Austin Allen. I am a sophomore. I'm an accounting major, and I'd like to go into banking.
And you also have management experience at Chick-fil-A, correct?
I have management experience at Chick-fil-A and in the Army.
All right, I was about to say, don't want to leave that out.
Are you working now?
Yes.
You are, but not in accounting?
No, I'm working at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Do you wanna work in accounting now?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys are getting a lot of leads this morning. Scarlett.
My name is Scarlett O'Hara. I'm a junior and I'm majoring in business administration. I'm interested in working in insurance or banking as like a financial analyst or a business analyst.
Yeah,
Excellent. You gonna go to the career fair Tuesday?
yeah.
Has anybody been to the career fair before?
You have a great name too, Scarlett O'Hara.
Yeah, well, I have been there before. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
All of you, I mean, the career fair will be going on as you leave this classroom next Tuesday. So there is no excuse for you not to wander through every floor of the career fair.
Yeah.
Ms. Darko.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Darko. I'm a junior here at CSU studying business management, and I want to go into HR.
Any experience in that yet?
No.
All right.
You're studying business management, you're thinking HR. You know, we have an HR, it's like, kinda like a minor in.
Oh yeah, I'm concentrating.
You're concentrating, okay, good, yeah.
Excellent. All right, Davis.
My name is Davis Burns. I'm a junior at Golden State. I'm a business administration major, and I'm not completely sure what I want to do
Yeah.
yet.
Excellent.
We also have assessment testing at the center that you can like figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are. And, we have someone who is knowledgeable in all of that and giving those, if anybody's interested in that. Just kind of takes it to a different level of like who you are and what you're great at.
So do you do the assessment and then you meet with somebody who reads it and interprets it for you? That's fantastic.
Yeah, we
I
do.
would encourage anybody to do that who doesn't know.
Yeah.
Even if you do think you know, you might find that you've got some strengths in an area you didn't realize.
Yeah, and you can sign up online. That's one of the how-do-Is.
Excellent. All right, Mr. Teller.
My name is Riley Tenner. I'm a junior and I'm majoring in general business, and I hope to pursue something in marketing.
Very good. I apologize, Dave,
You're a
on the job
junior.
for messing your names up.
Yeah.
Jada.
Hi, I'm Jada Quarles. I'm a junior here at CSU. I'm a general business major, but I'm not sure what I want to do yet.
Good. All right, Keyshawn.
My name is Keyshawn Coley. I'm a business administration major. I actually want to own my own business, but yeah.
What are you
You know,
thinking about?
What type of business I'm thinking about? Not exactly. I don't know what type of business yet, but I've been kind of like studying for the mentor.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
All right, he brings up a great point.
Yeah.
Short of getting a job, you can do an internship, and Ms. Aikens talked about the value of that. Short of an internship, you can think of somebody you know that you have a connection to that has a job in the field that you're interested in, and there is nothing wrong with saying, hey, would you have 15 minutes of time for me to sit down and ask you kind of how you got where you were, hear your story, figure out what you studied, what recommendations or advice you have for me. Invaluable. Along the same lines, shadowing people. If you know somebody that, if anybody, for example, was interested in law and you said, Professor Tebow, could I go with you to court one day? 100%. It is to get a real life taste of what you would be doing and the flavor and how that job is. can save you a lot of time. You might think you want to be in some area, and then you get a taste of it, and you're like, you know, I didn't realize that there was this aspect to it. I don't know that that's for me. But conversely, you might go and you might be like, you know, I thought this is what I want to do, but now that I see it, I know this is what I want to do. So all those things I can't recommend to you enough.
Yeah.
Mr.
Can I
Bell?
say one thing about that too?
Yes.
Because that is a great segue. We recently acquired something called Mentor Collective, and we have reached out to alumni and people all over the industry in Georgia, in different, well, Columbus, Georgia, different things, to provide 2,000 students the opportunity to have a mentor. So we're going to be matching them soon. I'm about to publish it on the website, so it will very soon be under How Do I Get a Professional Mentor, and it will be someone who is in your field, but we're only going to be able to do 2,000 to start, but I'll definitely send that to you. And y'all can grab some of those spots because they are limited to 2,000. We have about 8,000 students, so. But it's going to be people just like that who said, I'll do it for a student. I'll give them the time over the next year.
I need to sign up for that.
Yeah, you need to sign up for that, that's
I
right.
do that too.
In your spare time.
Yeah, my spare time. They're the best.
My name is Ada Best. I'm a sophomore at CSU. I'm majoring in accounting, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in like forensic accounting.
Any experience in accounting yet?
No.
Yeah.
You need to see Ms. Aiken, and you need to see that career fair next
Yeah.
week. 'Cause there are, like I know for one time I was looking for somebody just to help me keep my books as a solo business owner.
Yeah.
You can get gigs like that on the side everywhere.
Yeah.
People are looking.
Yes.
Mr. Kelly.
Hello, my name is Garrett Kelly. I'm a junior and I'm studying general business. And I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do, but I am open to internships right now, and that's my next step.
Okay.
What are you doing right now?
I have like current job.
Mhm.
I'll wait to see for it.
All right, Mr. Jones.
That's a great place to learn. So many good things, yeah.
Hello, my name is Garrett Jones. I'm a junior at CSU. I'm currently majoring in business, and I'd like to pursue a career path in financial planning.
All right, and have you pursued that at all yet?
Not yet, no.
You know anybody in that field?
My uncle, he's a certified financial planner.
Oh, there you go.
You're gonna talk to him about shadowing him and that kind of thing?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Very good. Seth?
My name is Seth Winkle. I'm a junior at Oklahoma State University. I'm an accounting major. I'd like to continue pursuing accounting.
Yeah.
All right. Any experience yet?
Yes.
All right, tell us about that.
Intern in job cost accounting over the summer, and then I'm returning in January.
Who are you with?
CW Matthews. They're an instruction firm based on Marietta. So I'm transferring from CSU.
Okay.
Go back up there.
How did you find that job?
Oh.
There you go. Networking is the way to go. That's one of the ways to go. Aaron.
My name is Erin Carmen. I'm a junior accounting major. I am looking to go into accounting and I do have experience.
Okay.
Great. Tell us about it.
I volunteered at a nonprofit organization during tax season to help learn how to taxes.
Did you enjoy the tax accounting?
Yes.
Good.
So that is a great example.
Exactly.
You've been through tax season.
And you enjoyed
And that
it.
did not scare you off, right? All right, there you go. That's the kind of experience we're talking about.
Yeah.
Maria.
My name is Maria Daza. I'm a junior and I'm majoring in business management with human resource track. And I don't have any experience in human resource, but I've done a little bit of like management. And,
Yeah.
And what's your experience in the Army?
I do a little bit of everything. So right now I'm in ROTC here in CSU, and then I'm in the reserves as well, but I'm a dental assistant for the reserves.
Okay. Yeah.
So the job scan and all that will help you
Yeah.
filter all that of your experience into what's pertinent and what would be attractive to whatever person you're applying to.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And there's a place on the website that actually we put in some resources because we have a good amount of military here that is it's some websites that actually help like convert your military experience into business experience or whatever field you're going into. All of these things kind of transfer military speak into civilian jobs, but we have several retired military people who work in the Career Center who made that transfer over, and so they're valuable information too. So even setting up some appointments with some of them would be a great thing for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
I hope y'all are seeing what an incredible resource this Career Center is and the folks that are there. They can connect you with people that can help you, and they themselves can help you as well. Ms. Hines. Ms. Miles.
You are so good at knowing everyone's name.
Well,
I'm so
Y'all
impressed.
tell her that I usually do better than today, right?
No,
I
I'm
messed up
totally
3 names so
impressed.
far.
That's 2 classes. You have all of them.
Go ahead. They rather me not know, because then I can't call them. Go ahead, Ms. Miles.
Hi, I'm Ayana Miles. I'm a current sophomore, and I'm looking to go into digital advertising and graphic design, and I do have some experience. The experience that I have is that my uncle currently recently just started a church last year, and so I'm like their marketing go-to. So I have designed their church logo and the sign that sits out in the churchyard, and their flyers and business cards.
Okay, good.
So how, Laurie, do you, if you have a project like that you've done, is that part of your resume?
Absolutely.
Is it a link to, I mean, like, do you show people, I guess like a portfolio? I mean, how?
So graphic design, College of Arts is different, but you're in graphic design, so you're in both colleges actually. You're dual degreeing, I guess. Is that right?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. So graphic design, you need a portfolio. It's not just a resume. You have to have a website. And so it's both. Most people in the arts field, it's, you know, you have to show your work. That's just part of it. So we have help to show you how to do that in the Career Center. We have people who know how to do it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Soraya.
Hello, I'm Soraya Davis. My major is accounting, and I'm a junior. I'm interested in something in the accounting field, and I guess I do have a little bit of experience. I am the treasurer in Student Government Association.
That's great.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, Ms. Hill.
I'm Ariana Hill. I have a major I'm a junior, and I have a major in business administration and a concentration in human resources.
All right, and what's your plan?
I'm not sure yet.
All right, that's okay too. Any experience?
No, not yet.
I'll tell you this, y'all have a new student recruitment and engagement specialist for Turner College. She started Monday. Her name is Madison. She graduated from Turner College with a marketing degree, and she is also looking for ambassadors right now for Turner College, which I used to have ambassadors here. I don't know if any of y'all were with me, but there's about 20 people who do it. It is a great thing for a resume builder because you are a leader in Turner College. You're welcoming companies. They will work at the career fair. She's starting from scratch because for the last year, I don't think we've had many. So that's something you may want to consider. And if you do, talk to your professor and he can recommend you to Madison. But it's an opportunity for a lot of y'all to start networking with people. And then my other thing is join, and I don't know if I've told y'all this yet, but join the club that's affiliated with what you're interested in. Did we talk about that? We talked about that a little bit, yeah. Those are 2 things you can do like quick and easy right here in Turner College. And they make a difference on your resume and give you experience and give you contact with people who can hire you in the future. Yeah.
All right, so next I'm gonna share with you a couple of observations that I have and what I've learned today. And we're gonna go back through the assignment, make sure that you don't have any questions and that you can connect what you've heard to what I'm asking you to turn in. And then I'm gonna give you an opportunity to ask Ms. Aiken any questions that you may have for her. So some observations that I have real fast are the career fair Tuesday from 10 to 2, 11 to 2?
11 to 2.
11 to 2. I think I may have said that wrong. What's the dress?
I would do business. So I would, guys, if you don't have a coat, that's fine if you want to come get one, but at least a nice shirt, like a button-down shirt, and nice slacks. I probably would not do jeans unless I just didn't have anything else. They're not going to judge you on it, but you do stand out. Most of the people who are going to be there are a little bit older than y'all, so we tend to think dress is a little bit more. Not that you'll be dressing that way once you get a job wherever you're getting, but it just shows respect for the companies and for the people you're talking to.
Great advice. And if you forget or if you don't dress up, don't let that stop you from going.
Don't let it stop you.
But that is a good point, and that dovetails into my next observation, which is professionalism. We get a lot of feedback about professionalism, and this is not your fault, my fault, anybody's fault. Our society is just a lot more relaxed than it used to be. I used to wear a tie to work every day 10 years ago. Now I only wear a tie if I have to go to the courtroom. Only if I have to. And that's just that's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way we are. But your audience at some of these companies, at the career fair, at your interviews, may be folks that are used to a more formal presentation and a more formal way of doing business. So you need to keep your audience in mind when you're going through those. Similarly, not just professional appearance, but y'all did really well with introducing yourselves to Ms. Aiken and articulating what you want to do. That's great. But in your written submissions, in your cover letters, in your resume, in your dialogue with people, in the email address that you put on your resume, okay? I'm looking at you, bootylicious@gmail.com. You're laughing at me, but you see it. Don't put that stuff on your resume. That will give you, I'm Victoria, am I right? People have that, don't they?
They probably do.
They do. I used to make you turn your resume in to me at the beginning of the semester, and I know for a fact that we see all this. AI helps you get through a lot of this. It's going to catch a lot of your mistakes, a lot of your typos, like formatting errors, anything that may be a red flag. But I do want you to be aware of that. If I got a resume and I see that somebody has misspelled something on their resume, the first thing I think is that this person doesn't care enough to proofread their resume. That's a red flag to me. That it wasn't important enough for them to make sure that everything was spelled right. This person may be careless. And I'm more likely to put that in the pile of people I'm not going to talk to than the people I want to talk to. All right, so professionalism matters, it counts. You need to take into account your audience. We also tend to have a hard time proofreading our own work. And so that's another reason that I'm having you go to the Career Center to have them eyeball your resume, and AI will help you with that as well. There are errors that we just don't catch on our own. So having somebody else look at it can help that. If you don't have any experience, do not let that deter you. Don't be discouraged. There are plenty of employers who don't care that you don't have any experience. They're looking for folks that they can train their way, and there are a lot of folks, Laurie can back me up on this, that are more interested in the person than they are the experience. I know that I have had a former student working for me for the last 5 or 6 years in my law office. I don't care. You don't need to know anything about the law. I'm going to teach you the way I want it done. There are a lot of employers that would rather train you from scratch than have to undo whatever it is that you've learned at another job. So don't be discouraged if you don't have any experience. Your college students, they know that you've been in college. They don't expect you to have come from the workforce. I think a lot of our students at CSU have work experience, part-time jobs or whatever it is, and I think that's tremendous. I think that's an advantage that we have with our student body. One thing I wanted to ask Laurie about is, so this goes along with professionalism, your social media profiles. Like, I know whenever I have a client coming in to see me, and this is especially back when I was doing family law, I don't do that anymore, but the first thing I would do was I would go and look up my potential client, and I would go and look up the person on the other side of the case. Yeah. And I would learn a ton before I even sat down with the people about what their case was like. And I could look at somebody's Facebook profile, then they could come in and tell me their story, and I would know if that matches up with what I'd seen or not. Yeah. I would turn down clients based on stuff that I may have seen in their social media profile. That's just not, this isn't a person that's not a good fit for me. Yeah. What advice, I mean, employers look, right?
Absolutely. It's one of the first things they do. They go look you up, and they can find you, and it needs to represent who you want to be. Not necessarily where you are today or where you were 10 years ago, and it needs to represent where you want to be. You know, what do you want your professional life to look like? You are no longer in high school. You are in college, and you're preparing for your future career. And there's just not privacy anymore, y'all. There's just not. And so people look it up. They really do.
They do. And Laurie talked about the photo booth that they have now. That is a tremendous resource. Mm-hmm. But when you choose a photo, you need to make sure it's professional. I have seen, like, you guys have seen the Turner College Instagram account, you know, where when you graduate, you get to you turn in your pictures or whatever, and they'll celebrate you. And some of those pictures are questionable at best.
Yeah.
Most of them look great, but my point is just, you know, you don't want to be like that's not your LinkedIn picture.
Right.
That's fine for a Facebook picture. All right, pull up your assignment again. Let's go back through that. See what I did with mine. And I want you to pay attention to the different due dates on here. There are 2 due dates. One is October 13th and one is November 17th. So handshake. We've established that everybody's in handshake. You're going to be expected to populate that handshake with all your information, set the filters so that you get the communications and the job leads that are most applicable to you. Go through that and make sure you're familiar with all of the different facets of handshake that are available to you that you might could use. There's some on there that we haven't mentioned today. So just make sure that you have gone around that entire app and that you're familiar with everything it has to offer you. So I want to see by October 13th that you have established your handshake account, that it's populated, and it's good to go. By October 13th, part 2 would also be due. That's your LinkedIn account. Said somebody mentioned to me in the earlier class, I think I've already told y'all this, but that he said, I did that when I was a freshman. Great. It needs to say where you are now, when your expected graduation date is. Just make sure it's current. If I'm a potential employer and I look up your LinkedIn profile, which I'm probably going to do, and it looks like you haven't logged on in 4 years, that tells me you're not as serious as I would like you to be. Interview prep, that is the guide that the Career Center's prepared that you go through and fill out based on the questions and prompts that they have. I want that to be handwritten and then turned in by October 13th so that when you go to your interview, your practice interview, you've already done this. You can just refer to that and review it and you'll be set to go. We have not mentioned, there are other resources, I think, Laurie, like questions to expect, isn't that right? And
yeah, so if you look on the website and we're going to see interview, prepare for an interview, you can click on that, and then when you go down, there's some thoughts there, but the resources are at the bottom of the page. So this is an interview guide, there's a podcast on here, Dressing for Success, Career Fair Tips, and then there's more. So there's lots of resources under, when you go to How Do I and you look, there's also going to be tagged on resources, whether it's podcast or PDFs or whatever, places for you to go and learn more.
And I looked at the podcasts in preparation for this, highly recommend. They are small bites, it's not like an hour, there are 5-8 minutes at a time, and they're titled in a way that you can scroll down to the one that you think fits exactly what you might want to hear. It might be like, what questions should I expect, or what should I ask employers, or whatever it is, but those are tremendous, and we all have 5 minutes to listen to podcasts here and there for exercising or out in the car or whatever it is. Your resume, you'll do that through JobScan. I think everybody knows how to do that by now. Even if you already have one, I want you to upload it and have JobScan evaluate it, grade it, whatever it is that it does.
And there's videos for that too on the website, because I know that that's new, but if you go to How Do I Do a Resume and you go down to the bottom, there's JobScan, and there's going to be videos in here too that are short videos. So the resources are always on the bottom of the page, usually.
All right, perfect. So once you do that, you can start from scratch or you can upload one you already have, either way. If you start from scratch, as Laurie mentioned, it'll guide you through it. It'll help you, it'll ask you the questions and then it'll put it all together for you. You do need to make an appointment with somebody in the Career Center. You can drop in for this. I recommend making an appointment to have them review your resume after JobScan has evaluated it. So you're going to start with JobScan. You're either going to create from scratch or have it evaluate one you already have. Then you're gonna make whatever changes or suggestions that it has. Then you're gonna take that to have somebody at the Career Center review with you.
And can I say that the way that it prompts you to make changes is when you upload a job description,
Okay?
okay? So then it caters it to a job. So just go find a job description you're interested in pursuing eventually. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It'll give you feedback based
Yeah.
on the potential job.
Yeah.
And then your practice interview, that's the last thing. You've got to complete that by November 17th. And you will need to make an appointment with the Career Center to do this. How long do those last, Story?
It can be, they're usually 30-minute interviews. And you let us know ahead of time because we kind of prepare. We use AI sometimes to help with those. If we know the job you're looking for, then we're going to do a little homework to get ready for that job, that specific job in that company too, to help you. It's not going to be totally technical. Just like you were saying a few minutes ago, people look for good people. I was talking to somebody yesterday who's hiring for like 10 different healthcare positions between Georgia and Alabama, and this is what she quoted, and she's a former CSU alum too, and she said, she said pre-COVID, we did hiring very differently, but she said, now I've realized I just need good people. Like, I will teach them all the skills they need, but I just really need good people. And I thought that is so interesting, and you just reiterated that. Like, they just want to know you're good people.
Yeah, I'm much more interested in the raw material than I am, necessarily the finished product.
Yeah, and hers were mostly business jobs too. They really were. They were project management. They were like clinic managers. It was all to do with business. And she said, I really just need good people.
So the feedback that I've gotten from this assignment is that the mock interviews really help. If you think about the times you've done something for the first time, and then how much you learn from the first time just to the second time of doing something, you would be foolish to go into an interview never having done it before, because you'll finish it and be like, oh, I didn't realize it was gonna be like this. Is what I would have done. I should have said this. Practice is key in this area. So for something as important as your postgraduate career, the more preparation and practice you can do, the better. I've been giving this assignment now for a few years, and I think you're going to get more out of it this semester than anybody ever has before because of the way the Career Center is set up and all of the updating that they've done and the resources that they've brought in. It is tremendous, and I hope that you will get out of it what I want you to. All right, what questions do you have for me or Ms. Aiken before we go? Gary?
Where's the little on campus, the headshot thing?
We're in Schuster upstairs. Like when you walk up that staircase, we're right on the right, and it's inside there. It's inside the Career Center.
You have to make an appointment for that?
No, you don't have to make an appointment. You just come anytime. Yeah.
Do you come dressed?
You come dressed, or we have some clothing. Like if you need an outfit, like hopefully we'll have your size. But yeah, you just come, and if you have a certain thing you want to wear, definitely wear it.
All right.
Yes.
So, I'm sorry.
To the career fair, do we need to bring a copy of our resume?
I would.
It's a good idea.
I mean, if you don't have it, that's okay. But I would bring something. Yeah. And if you can't do that, I would. If you have a LinkedIn account, I would connect with them on LinkedIn, like whoever you're talking to. So maybe you could send it to them later.
Yeah.
You can do either way.
Probably LinkedIn is better. Handshake maybe, or.
Yeah, I would probably connect. Most of them are going to have LinkedIn. We're pulling all of our local people into Handshake, like we're pulling all of our students into Handshake. But they're going to have a LinkedIn account. Anybody who shows up there is probably going to have a LinkedIn account. So that's a great start with a connection, and you can always send them your resume through that if you don't have it with you at the time, or yeah. But I think it's good to hand people something, and then they can make notes if they want to. Even if it's not in front of you, they might make it when you walk away.
And you might not be passing it out, Gary, to everybody, but if you
Yeah.
go up and you make a good connection with somebody,
Yeah.
and they're interested in you, you're interested in them, you got it.
Sure, yeah.
Is the headshot thing going to be available tomorrow?
Yeah, it's available anytime, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Yep.
It's like the same location as the headshot place for the clothing.
It's all there. It's all in our Career Center. Yep.
And guys, everybody needs to shave. I'm not saying you can't have facial hair. And I say that as someone who hasn't shaved this. But if I'm going to sit for my headshot, we'll have shave for you.
Yeah.
Other questions? True.
So, you guys have helped with people like cause for example, like I said, like my major is general business, so I'm taking all the classes like accounting, analytics, management, marketing, everything. And I feel like I'm pretty good at most of them, but at the same time, like I feel like my big obstacle is I don't know which one, like if I were to get a job in the future, which one I would be best at. So you guys have help with things like that?
I think maybe the assessments would be helpful with that.
Okay.
There's an assessment, you can look at that on under How Do I and look at the couple of few that we have and kind of see which one sounds good. But if not, you can come see us and we can, the person who is our assessment person is Patrick Keebler, and he can help navigate that. Do you have some that you like more, or?
Yeah, see, like, I wouldn't really say so. Like, I just, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like so confusing, I don't know.
I'm glad you asked that, Judy.
Yeah.
That is exactly what
Yeah.
this is all set up for.
Right.
Rather than you just wandering and wandering around,
Right.
you can go talk to somebody who can help guide you. through.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a great question.
Exactly.
Garrett?
I'm honestly pretty much the same as like because I'm also doing business. I feel like they're all laid out running, but I'm not like saying a certain thing. And I was gonna say like going to a career fair, like most of your advice when talking with employers, and they're like, okay, what do you study? It's like everything. So I'm trying to figure out like how do you just go back to addressing that to them, or like would they want to hear like a certain thing that you want to do, or
Well, I mean, you have decided you want to be in business, right? That you want to be in business somehow. What year are you in?
junior.
You're a junior, and you're to the point where you're probably gonna want to start like investigating very specific avenues in different areas of business, and you can ask their opinion. Like, how did you decide? And do you have any guidance to give me on how you pivoted to the one that you enjoyed the most? But honestly, I go back to, it's gonna change along your life. You may even start in one area and then, you think your path looks like this, but it honestly looks and you're gonna naturally navigate to certain things. But I think asking people for their advice is always a good thing to do. And it shows that they're human and you're human, and it gives them the opportunity to mentor you a little bit. But people start in different areas of companies and they move all around the companies with what opportunities come up, with their strengths start showing up, and then as a person you start realizing, I definitely don't want to do this and I do want to do that. But you're in the navigation, you're a junior, so you're just now starting to get the spread of everything, because you've just gotten through all of your core and even the introduction to business classes, I guess, so, yeah.
And so Garrett, your answer is not necessarily, I don't know. It's, I'm open to a lot of things. I'm just a junior. I have some experience at Chick-fil-A. This is some things I've done, but I'm really interested in seeing what all's out there and exploring. So if that's what you're asking, there is a way to answer that shows I'm curious, I'm wide open, rather than just,
And the business major part is big. You have decided on your major. You are going to be in business. I mean, that is the beginning.
That's
yeah.
right. Okay, we've got 2 minutes left. I want 5 takeaways. Scarlett, you have a question?
I was just gonna say, you mentioned that there were some jobs at the career design. Are there any jobs for people in business administration?
You mean in our clinic or just jobs for people like overall?
Just overall?
Yes. There's jobs on this. If you scroll down even to career pathway, there's jobs under business and finance. Yes, there are lots of jobs for people in business. People love business degrees. Companies love people with business degrees because you understand a little bit of finance, accounting, management, marketing. You kind of bring a lot to the table with that.
They don't have to teach you.
They don't have to teach you. You understand tools, you understand spreadsheets. I mean, all of that is important.
Okay, because I was just on the fence, because like I've seen people say that business degrees aren't good because they're too flexible.
Well, I disagree with that.
Oh, that they're too broad or something?
Like, yeah, pretty much.
But they're not like
flexible.
like you can go straight to the job. Like it's just the option. I've also heard that.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. All right, 5 takeaways. Davion, what's your takeaway today? Number 5.
My takeaway, 5 takeaways?
No, I'm just asking for number 5.
That you can go to the business center and schedule an appointment to talk about an internship or take your headshot for
All right, good. Davis, number 4.
How you present yourself is important.
All right, very good. Ms. Miles, number 3.
Have your LinkedIn or resume ready at career design. What is it called?
Fair, career fair.
Career fair.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right, volunteer for number 2. What's your takeaway? Seth, and then I'll come here.
Your
Seth.
online presence is important to how people view you.
Your online presence is very important. Drew?
Don't be afraid to show up to a business fair.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Like a business career fair.
Good takeaways. All right, y'all help me thank Ms. Aiken for coming.
I'll see y'all at Tuesday.
All right, see y'all next week. If you came in late, let me know.